Yeah, thank you to the Department of Finance. So we can just follow up on your comments. You mentioned in the governor's revise that it's a modest investment, and I agree with you. It seems like a very modest investment. Last year, I think our general fund expenditures were $25 million, and this year, according to your budget, is $200 million, which is a delta of $175 million, with a cost of $1.2 billion if we were actually bring services to par based on the information that the LAO has given. So I've learned in 27 years of being in this business, of being an elected official, that your budget really reflects your priorities and your values. And I'm of the opinion, as well as a majority of the Senate, actually, in fact, it's quite evenly split, that this is a high priority for us. And why isn't it a higher priority for the governor when you have people that need services that unfortunately can't afford a lot of gold-plated, belt-buckled lobbyists to come here and fight for them? But these are the people that need our services probably the most. You know, we have a wonderful new colleague, Senator Hurtado, that's here. Her district is probably one of the hardest hit, and not even be able to get contractors to take care of some of the most vulnerable, precious people we have in the state of California. So, I mean, I'm looking forward to hearing some of these proposals, but, you know, I would urge the governor to take a second look at this priority amongst the many priorities that he's weighing, and I'm hoping that he reconsiders the importance of providing essential services to people. I mean, my regional center, they're losing contractors because they can't continue to pay these rates. So, you know, while I appreciate $175 million, which is about 10% of what we actually need to bring the rates up, and I've heard this excuse in government now for 27 years, well, we got to study it some more. We study everything to death. But in the meantime, we have a lot of people that suffer. And so I think this is very...
Fortunately, I cannot allow, we cannot have any no clapping, cheering. You can do this. Okay, good. All right. That actually means applause in sign language. All right. You can do this, but sorry, no clapping, hissing, booing, anything like that. All right. So I think we let laughter go by. All right.
So to continue on, I don't mean to be over passionate, but to me, this is one of the most, if not the most important legislative budget issues that we're facing, because we're setting the stage for how we're going to treat this vulnerable population in the future. And I don't know how you can say that this can't be a higher priority with $22 billion in unanticipated revenue coming into the state. To me, it's going to really define the governor's care and concern for people that didn't get a fair shot at life, unfortunately, with some significant developmental illnesses that they have to endure, their families have to endure. It affects our IHSS. It's time for us to put the rhetoric aside. It's time for us to do action. And the way we do action is we start restoring these rates. We should have a 3-year phase-in where we get to that $1.2 billion in the general fund. And we need to start this year. And so I hope that you'll carry my message to the governor that this is not enough and we need to do more.